What's up, guys? It's Cameron here, Cameron the Crazy One. So, I'm not going to be playing anything. I'm just going to have this sitting in the background. But this is, give me 1 second. Spitting out my fucking nicotine gum so I can actually, like, kind of talk more. Because whenever I try to talk with a piece of gum, it's fucking hard. But this is technically going to be my 300 subscriber special. Even though it's not anything super special, and I've done topic-based videos for a while, but I haven't made a topic-based video for a while, so hitting 300 subscribers kind of just made me want to do another. So, topic for this, and this was a requested one. I asked people what I would get. I only got one comment, but it's a relatively good comment, and it was dreams. You know, talking about like what I thought, like what my favorite dream was, or worst dream, or something like that. And it's a very weird question or topic to go based off of, because dreams are just a weird thing in general, and you know, it's really hard to remember dreams that you have. Especially me, I'm not. I know there's some people they dream every single night. I may dream at most, and actually remember the dream maybe at most twice a month, and that's even a far stretch for me. But there is some dreams that I've had, like lucid dreams and everything and stuff like that, that are absolutely crazy, you know, that I can talk about and just do that. So I don't know if I could really go by like a worst dream or best dream or anything, but I can just talk about dreams that I can somewhat remember off the top of my head and kind of make a little video out of it. So first off, I think one of the craziest ones that I had, and it was just all over the place and really weird, but it was a dream of me maybe about 10 years in the future. You know, I might have been at most like 35, 30 years old or something like that, and it was something that literally it would be an actual like dream thing that me and my dad have been hoping to do someday, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. If it ever does happen, it's one thing that'll probably just, I'll let my dad live the dream, and I probably won't be able to do it because I don't know if I would want to leave here and try to start a new life and everything. It would be nice, but I just don't know if I could do it. But me and my dad were kind of living out in the middle of nowhere, and I was like I said, maybe at most 35. We're living in this, you know, like nice, huge, just sick, like log cabin, like type place, you know, pretty much like a fucking mansion. We had like, you know, super nice cars, like four-wheelers. We had, you know, like jet skis. We had like a huge pool in the backyard and like a fucking, you know, like, even though we're not much of basketball people, we had like this, you know, like a full basketball court, just all this crazy shit and everything and stuff. And like, even though I was only 35, I was like completely retired. My dad, you know, at this point was like 70 years old or something like that, and we were just both retired already. And just, I remember just in the dream and stuff, driving around just like on the jet skis and everything on a fucking lake or whatever and stuff that we were like living near and stuff, and just riding like ATVs, you know, UTVs and stuff like that or whatever in the forest. And just, I remember, you know, one of the coolest things in the dream and stuff, like we saw a fucking like, you know, a grizzly bear or something like that fucking eating a deer, which kind of sounds kind of cruel, but that's just nature, that's just life. I mean, my dad just stopping on our ATVs and just watching it happen and everything and stuff. And then the bear kind of comes off on us, and we just fucking drive away, and we're just laughing about it the whole entire time. And there's some dreams like that you have that feel like it's almost like completely real, but at the same time like could be completely fake. It's one of those things. It's like, I don't think at any point in my life, even, you know, 15 years, 20 years in the future, I don't think there's ever a point where I would have enough money to be able to have, you know, just nice shit like that. And even if my dad does end up retiring or something like that, he does try to move away to Tennessee or something like that, even if he does something like get a house or anything and stuff, it would be probably nothing, anything super special. And yeah, that's just one of the main dreams that I always remember and stuff. I think I haven't had them for a long time, luckily. Maybe had a couple here, but they weren't anything too crazy. But I've had some lucid dreams here and there. And if you don't know what a lucid dream is, a lucid dream is pretty much like you're still asleep, but you're also like in some ways kind of like awake at the same time. So, but you're like kind of hallucinating shit, and you can't like really like move or do anything. It's just, it's the weirdest experience ever. And the craziest experience that I ever had with that was after I had a relationship with one of my exes. And in the lucid dream, I technically was like waking up to my brand new ex at the time and stuff. We literally just broke up like a couple days before that. Walking into my bedroom, like knocking on my door, I told her she can come in, and she comes into the room, and I wake up and stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing here? And she's like, oh, I just wanted to come and apologize, and yada, yada, yada. And we kind of said a couple things back and forth, and then she came and laid in the bed next to me and like, started like making out with me and everything. And then literally like pulled my pants down, gave me a hand job, and then in like the lucid dream part where I busted a nut, I woke up in real life to my pants weren't down or anything and stuff, but I woke up and I felt like my pajama bottoms that I was wearing, and I was covered in cum. I was literally covered in my own semen, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So I literally just had a lucid dream, but I also had a fucking like a wet dream, lucid dream, and it was just so fucking weird. Like that was one of those like dreams that I'll never forget, because it was one of those things that felt like so real. It feels like something that actually could have happened with me and that girlfriend or ex at the time, because she was one of those. I took her virginity and everything and stuff. So like after that, we were pretty damn sexual. There would be literally some times where she just walked through the door and stuff, and like the first thing she would do when she'd walk in that door, start making out with me, and we'd have sex. And it was just one of those like lucid dreams and dreams in general that just felt like super real. And when I woke up, I look around, she's not laying next to me or anything, and I even like just fucking like ran, even though I was like pretty much covered in my cum. My parents were still sleeping and stuff. I ran out to like my living room, I ran out to my porch, ran outside, even walked to like the sidewalk, where I parked my car by. Didn't see her out there, didn't see her walking down the street or anything. I'm like, that was a dream? Like I was like, what the fuck? And like I said, the lucid dreams are so fucking real and stuff. Like I've also had like lucid dreams where I'm like I said, technically awake and stuff, and I'm like looking around my room or bedroom, and there's fucking like demons and stuff trying to come at me with like fucking like swords and knives, or like fucking, I remember there was one and stuff that scared the shit out of me and stuff when I lived with my mom's. There was one where someone like kicked my fucking door down when I had a lucid dream and came in and started fucking pointing, a Glock at my fucking face and was like, give me your fucking money, if you don't, you're gonna shoot me. And right as they shot me in the head in the lucid dream, I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like dripping in fucking sweat, and just like, lucid dreams are like the most fucked up thing you can deal with, I swear. It's like, they feel like they're so real, and it's crazy. But I'm trying to think of some other dreams. Another one that I can think of off the top of my head, and I'm surprised that I still remember this one, but it was one of those like nightmares that was kind of vivid. But when I was still in elementary school, I was in like 5th grade or 6th grade, something like that. Maybe I was even in like early middle school or something like that. But I had this nightmare. Well, it started off a dream, kind of became a nightmare and stuff, where I was going on a field trip, in my class, and for some reason, like, we were in a field trip, like, in a desert and shit, and, like, at the end of the dream nightmare thing or whatever and stuff, I ended up waking up and I'm, like, screaming, and my mom comes in my room, like, what the fuck's going on and stuff, because I really hate snakes. So in the dream, like, this fucking, rattlesnake came and, like, fucking kind of, like, jump scared me in my dream, and I woke up, like, screaming and stuff, and it's just, like, scared the living shit out of me. Um, Not as scared of snakes as I used to be, but snakes are just absolutely disgusting to me. It's especially with, like, anacondas and especially pythons and everything and stuff now in Florida. It's crazy to see, fucking snakes that can get to be, like, anywhere from, like, 15 to, like, 30 feet long and just huge and massive, especially anacondas. Like, I watched that Fishing Garrett guy or whatever that lives in Florida, and he's gone to, like, Australia and all these places catching anacondas, seeing just how big snakes can be. It's just fucking nasty. And, like, luckily, when I've been in Florida, even walking around the forest trying to find wildlife, I've never, like, come across, like, pythons or any, like, rattlesnakes or anything, because if I did, I would fucking shit myself. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of any other, like, dreams or anything and stuff, like, off the top of my head that were kind of crazy. I mean, it's probably really the only other ones and stuff. Some lucid dreams here. It's just those of ones where I'm fucking kind of just, like, come out of, like, a weird slumber, even though I'm still technically sleeping, and I see people, like, walking around in my apartment and stuff, and then when I actually, like, wake up, I don't know what's real and not. And there's been times where, luckily, I kind of realize what's going on and stuff, but there's been times, because where I live in an income-based place, so a lot of people that live here, like, older people on Social Security. So since it is a lot of older people and stuff like that live here, some people that live here until they're 80, 90 and they die, we have emergency cords, like, that they have in, like, hospitals that you can, like, pull down if you ever get hurt or anything. And there's been, like, 3, 4, or maybe at most 5 times in my apartment where I've had those lucid dreams, and I see people, like, hallucinating people walking around in my apartment, and I'll wake up out of my sleep and I'll pull the fucking emergency cord and realize, oh, that must have been a lucid dream. And I push it up right away, and I'm like, fuck, hopefully nobody, like, really heard that alarm goes off and no one comes banging on my door, because it's, like, 6 in the morning, and it's just... God, those lucid dreams they're crazy. But I think I'm just gonna leave it off there, because I'm trying to think of other dreams right now, especially, like, crazy or fucking weird ones. But dreams in general are weird. It doesn't matter if it's lucid dreams or if it's an actual dream, nightmare, or whatever, because sometimes dreams can be so real. Like, I was just bringing this up to my cousin, actually, and this is the last dream that I'll bring up before I finish this video, is for a while I never knew if it was real or not, but I kind of realized it was probably a dream. But I had a dream when I was younger, so real. And so when I lived with my dad and stuff, like, originally in the trailer park that I lived in for a long time, we lived in the trailer that we originally moved into the trailer park, and then a trailer literally right next door to us opened up, and it was a newer trailer and everything, so we decided that was a nice voice crack, so we decided to move. And in one of my dreams, after a while living in the trailer that my dad still owns and lives in now, I had a dream that for some reason the lady that bought our old trailer was moving out, and we for some reason decided to move back into the old trailer just because it had more space and everything, even though it was older. And then I just remember, like, in the dream and stuff like that, living there for a while, and just even in the dream feeling, like, weird that we were living back in the old place, but also kind of enjoying it because of this nostalgia of, like, used to living there in the past and shit. And it's like, I remember for the longest time, like, wondering if that was, like, actual reality or dream for a while, because it was, like, so realistic. It's so fucked up sometimes. But last thing I gotta say before I end this video is, once again, everyone, thanks for 300 subscribers. As of right now, I'm at 307. I was at 308. I lost a subscriber. It is what it is. It keeps going back and forth and stuff. It is what it is, but the fact that I even hit 300, I'm over it, is absolutely crazy. So I appreciate you guys so much.